The day's finally come, day one of the Trans-Siberian Railway challenge, and I'm here at my starting point, which is a place called Vladivostok, which is in eastern Russia. And yeah, I'm just preparing myself for the first leg of my journey, which is from Vladivostok to a place called Irkutsk. It's a 3-day journey. Train leaves at 9:30 tonight, so all I really have left to do today is to grab some groceries and get ready for this adventure. Let's do it! I've just checked in, had a look at my third class room. It's actually alright. Very limited space. Other than that, it seems to be fine. Nice thick blankets, and it's actually warm in the train, which I was worried about because it's slightly freezing out here. Day 2 on the Trans-Siberian. Yeah, we've been on the train for around 20 hours now. And it's funny, you look at the map and we've hardly moved. The sleep last night was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. As long as you got a pair of good headphones and some earplugs and a night mask, it's actually not that bad to get a decent night's sleep. Just looking outside the window, it's super beautiful out there. Nice crisp white snow. All the lakes are frozen over. And we also, we had a little stopover and hopped out for around 20 minutes this morning. So cold outside, probably the coldest I've ever been. I think it was negative 15, and it's only going to get colder where we're going next. Yeah, made it, mate. Good stuff. Man, land at last. 3 nights in the train. Means 3 nights in a train bed, 3 nights without showering. I finally got to my destination, which is Irkutsk. So 4 nights here on land, and then I'm back on the train for round 2. This is so cool. I've made it to Lake Baikal. Woo! Just ice for days. Yeah, there's an ice festival on at the moment, and I feel like bloody everyone from Russia is making their way down because there's a lineup of cars coming down for the festival. So, no, it's pretty cool. I think I'm here at a good time. Well, I think we're in about day 6 of the Trans-Siberian now, and I'm still in Listvyanka. I've got Lake Baikal behind me, and the sun's just setting at the moment. So, yeah, it's quite spectacular. I think if you do land up doing the Trans-Siberian, you've got to at least allocate maybe 4 full days here, because there's just so much to do. Like today, I went on the snowmobiles. Went out to the middle of the lake. At one point, like, you could literally look left, right, straight, backwards, and all you could see was ice. So it was pretty special. And but yeah, then yesterday I did some ice skating. Tomorrow I've got a full day tour of the lake on one of the hovercrafts. So yeah, that's already 3 full days booked up, and then I'll have one day free just to chill out and relax and try and enjoy this beautiful town. But yeah, if you land up in Listvyanka, far out, at least 4 days, because this is probably the most beautiful place I've ever been to in my life. Yeah, just on the hovercraft tour at the moment, out on Lake Baikal. We've come pretty deep into the lake. We're in another little town, which I don't know the name of it because they've only said it in Russian, but I'll find it out later. Anyways, the ice out here is crazy. It's like 3-dimensional. You can't quite see it through the lens of an iPhone camera, but it's pretty cool. Anyways, here go all the hovercraft. Time for me to go get back on my one. So. ice here is insane. Holy shit, there's a helicopter. Just in case you needed more reasons to visit Listvyanka, have a look at this view from up here. Probably the best angle I've seen of the lake, and it's perfect weather for it as well. This is the kiss of Baikal. Right, we should try it first. Here we go, crazy Russians. Here we go, skating on Lake Baikal. Woo! Here it is. You see it? Being a bloody hovercraft out here. Oh, that is insane. This is surreal. Alright, I'm gonna go catch it. Woo! How cool is that? I'm so cold. My phone keeps dying because of the temperature. And oh shit. I was starting to get a little bit worried out here, but I've made it back to Listvyanka and I can see people. I survived. I've just boarded my second train. So this one's now going from Irkutsk to a place called Krasnoyarsk. I don't know, I have no idea how to pronounce the name of the next place that I'm going to, but yeah, this train's second class, so I'll give you a tour shortly. Oh man, it's definitely a lot better than the last third class one that I was on. So yeah, tip, if you're doing the Trans-Siberian, I recommend second class. It's 4:45 at the moment and our train leaves at 4:15, so we've got another 30 minutes of just sitting around. I've just checked into my room, dropped my bags off, and yeah, just walking around the train and having a look at my cabin. I've just arrived in a place called Trans-Siberian. This is the second stop along the Trans-Siberian for me. So yeah, the train was a 19-hour train, left at 4 o'clock yesterday and arrived at 9:30 this morning. There's an hour time difference as well to cater in there. But yeah, I've arrived. It seems like a smaller city than, definitely a smaller city than Irkutsk. I just had a look from the train station and yeah, all the buildings seem to be kind of like old communist type buildings. Yeah, it should be cool. It should be a nice little town. So looking forward to checking it out. Okay, well, day 2 in Krasnoyarsk on the Trans-Siberian adventure. This morning I decided to wake up early and catch the bus to one of the ski fields, which is around 30 minutes outside of the main town of Krasnoyarsk. And yeah, it's pretty beautiful. I reckon if you've got the time to get out here on your Trans-Siberian trip, it's definitely worth it. The ski resort is called Bobrovy Lodge. That's a wrap for Krasnoyarsk. I've just arrived at the train station now. Train's in another 20 minutes, so getting ready to get out of here and head to Omsk. This is what it's like at the train station. Arrived in Omsk, which is the 3rd stop on my Trans-Siberian. Oh man, it's been so hard. I've got
all of my addresses printed out for everyone staying along the way, but I tried like 3 or 4 taxis and none of them even knew what the address was because the address is in English. If you do land up doing the Trans-Siberian, be sure to have your hostel bookings or hotel bookings printed out and have the Russian address, not just the English address. But anyways, I eventually got a cab, and I'm in the cab at the moment. But the cab driver didn't have the correct amount of change. Oh man, it's just been such a runaround after a 20-hour trip on the train. So can't wait to get into my hotel, check in, and just have a sleep.
So at the moment I am 2 weeks into the Trans-Siberian. I've just got to a place called Yekaterinburg and I'm on my way to my first ice hockey match. A little cold out here. It's probably going to be colder in there, but we'll see how we go. I've got my jacket all ready. Yeah, I'm about 3/4 through the Trans-Siberian now. I've got 2 more trains to go, so the next stop is Vladimir, and then after that I'm off to Moscow, so it's good to be making some decent progress. Yes?
From Finland.
Oh, you're from Finland?
Where are you from?
I'm from Australia. Yeah,
Nice
so just
to meet
traveling
you.
through, doing a little film,
yes.
so that's alright.
I'm playing drum and sing English Linkin Park, ¿sabes?
Oh yeah? Well, give it a crack now, man. I got the camera out.
The cycle repeating as explosions broken the sky, all that I needed was the one thing I could find, and you're there at the dawn, waiting to let me know.
Well, that's good, mate. Wow. Back on the train. Good part about today though is it's the last long haul train. So yeah, I'm just leaving Yekaterinburg and I'm off to Vladimir. All up, it's a 26-hour train. So, but second class today, and as you can tell, I'm starting to look a bit more Russian as the trip goes on. 26 hours in the train tonight, get to Vladimir tomorrow, and then I've got 2 nights in Vladimir. After that, I've got my last train, which is just a day train from Vladimir to Moscow, and that will be the end of my trip. And I've made it from bloody south to East Russia all the way through to West Russia, so looking forward to it. But yeah, last big train, let's get it done. Alrighty, well there you have it. It's 3.5 weeks later, and I've arrived at Moscow station. So that's it, 6 trains all up, and I've done it. The Trans-Siberian is over. Woo! Here we go, good old Moscow. Time to go find my hotel room.